I'm Eric Garen. I'm the board president of Bright Prospect.
I'm Stephanie Campbell. I'm the executive director.
In the communities we serve, Pomona, Ontario, Montclair, and Chino, 24% of children live below the poverty line. Nearly half of all students drop out of high school, and of the students who graduated from high school before we started Bright Prospect, fewer than 1 in 10 entered a four-year college, and 2/3 of those dropped out of college. But Bright Prospect is changing those statistics dramatically. We counsel over 700 low-income students from 9th grade all the way through to college graduation. We organize them into peer support teams with trained leaders and equip them with skills and attitudes they need to gain college admission and financial aid, and then to be the first in their families to graduate with their bachelor's degrees. 100% of our students matriculate to college, and 95% have graduated or are on track to graduate. About a quarter attend America's best private universities, including schools like Harvard, Yale, and Stanford. Another quarter attend the UCs, roughly another quarter the Cal States, and about a quarter started community colleges and then transfer. Over 30% of our college graduates continue directly to medical, law, or graduate school. What's more, we accomplish this at an annual cost of less than $1,000 per student. And we get great leverage on that expenditure. For every dollar we invest, our students gain access to over 10 times that many dollars in financial aid.
Having worked successfully in our area for 9 years, we believe that many youth in our community can graduate from college if they get the sustained guidance that they need early enough. We also believe that successful students positively influence the performance of their peers, and that we change the culture of high schools by instilling capable students with the expectation of a college degree and by providing the support to achieve that goal. In the larger sense, we improve the lives of both present and future generations by helping these students lead themselves, their families, and their communities out of poverty.
Next year, we'll grow by over 200 students. That needs more money. I'd like to ask you to partner with us in transforming the lives of these remarkable young men and women. Can we count on your support at the $10,000 level?
Okay, let's hear from the
What do we whack out?
We want to be in the elevator in a really tall
Let's hear from Campbell first.
You're on the 100-story building.
Yeah. And what didn't we put in that we should have? Yes.
Yeah, you of course you already knew that the elevator is only a 2-minute ride. And so there's this, you guys covered the numbers, you've covered the impact, and you covered the ask. A lot of it is pretty much we kind of get this type of program, so you don't have to beat us over the head with the concept, because it's not really a new concept. It's just go for the jugular right away, you know, and then, you know, you took too long to tell the story, and so as you know, you lose the person after a while. Even if you condense some of that, and also you got to know your pitch. You should know what you do without even reading it. It's in your DNA. You know, your story is this, it's about that, you do this, and because of that, this happens. Done.
Any other comments?
Yeah, I agree. I think, and it might have just been because you were preparing for today that you had your notes, but
Yeah.
I thought the statistics were very powerful. I really loved the example of less than $1,000 per student. So for us, that's a great, you know, ROI. We're always looking like, you know, what's the return on investment for that? And very impressive numbers in terms of 100% of your students go to college and 95% of them graduate. So I think all of that is very powerful. I do agree. I think that, you know, you have to, if it's memorize it or whatever, you just talk from your heart. You're both very dedicated and passionate about it, I can tell. And I didn't think that, I went a little long, but I thought it was okay. Yeah, I thought I wouldn't say that there's anything really to cut out. So,
There probably Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead, Campbell.
It's not like someone's gonna have a stopwatch.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys do. Guys, if the elevator goes, we gotta push the button.
Yeah, but you would never really pitch anybody in an elevator.
Well, I mean, I think it's a metaphorical elevator.
Yeah.
It's a confined space that you're in. It's a cocktail party. It's sitting
walking
across
You
from
don't wanna
someone
lose
at a gala. So really, I think this is more of a generic comment, but it speaks to the pieces of paper and kind of the formality of your presentation. Is think about it as a conversation that you're having with someone. And I can just be honest with everyone in this room. I mean, I get all these compelling stories all the time. And so after a while, it is like the teacher on Charlie Brown. I'm serious. Because I hear it so much. And I mean, I live it. You know, I live here in LA. I see this stuff on TV. I see it in my own neighborhood. So it's not like you have to spend that much time getting me to get on board with that piece. But I need to understand the financials, because the people we're talking to get on board with actually funding your organization, we can't translate all those statistics and make it heartfelt to them. We have to tell them why we're going to spend $10,000 on this, or why we're going to spend $25,000, or whatever the dollar amount is. So think about it from the perspective of, if there's three things I need the funder or the person that I'm having this, you know, cocktail conversation with to walk away with, so they can go back to their organization and pitch this, what are those key messages? And distill it to that, because that's really helpful.
Yeah, both of those statistics were excellent, and there are probably some areas where you can say a quarter of our kids go to Ivy League colleges. Everybody knows that's Harvard and Stanford, and you don't have to name all of them. We know what they are.
Right.
So some of the things you can just condense just in the wording, and it makes it make more sense. You don't have to, as Carolyn said, bang them over the head with it. And I think there was one other comment.
I would have loved to have understood how you recruit to your program, and also how broad your reach is. I think I remember from before you're in the Pomona area or whatever, but knowing the community you serve, like which population.
They said each community in the very beginning.
Okay,
They said
so I
Pomona
missed it. I
is
must have been
that,
spacing out. The statistics, I was kind of like, okay, we're getting through this. Okay, and then what about, how do you pick who gets to be in your program?
Anybody who wants to come.
Anybody. So that's, I think, really powerful, is that it's not a chosen thing for how bright they are, as in the name bright prospects, and that they go to these, you know, that you have such success with them as well for college.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.